In the event of a water damage emergency, call PuroClean of Cenla.
Hey, good morning, everyone. How you doing? All right, so this is what we're looking at out over Natchitoches right now. It's cloudy. It's moving along quickly. You can see those clouds moving from left to right there. We still have rain in the area. I'll show you radar in just a second, but that is a pretty interesting sky right there. And I remembered to hit start recording. It's going to be a good day, is it not? All right, Alexandria, we have clouds. We have some rain in the area as well. And here's what radar looks like right now. This is showing that we have some showers in the area. This is kind of what I was saying. Now, yesterday did not go as planned. I thought it was going to be more widespread rain. We ended up getting fairly scattered around the area. Most of us, everyone got rain last night, but totals were a little lower. Heck, we had a flood watch and we had like a half an inch or a quarter of an inch here in town. And then you can see the showers coming up over the area today. Now, yesterday we also had a few tornado warnings, as we know now. And fortunately, from what I'm seeing, no damage reports as of yet locally. So, and we'd have those by now, of course. But let me go ahead and take a look in on the closer view on radar. And I apologize because when I go into this, I don't know what it's going to be on. Yeah, okay. So we had, there we go. Wasn't that bad. I never know what I left up there. So flash flood, water overrode on Highway 474. And yeah, look at this. So they had, let's go back to the last 48 hours. Out that way where you have that little floating house icon, we did have lots of rainfall. So radar estimates up to about 6 inches right there in northeastern Newton County, Texas. And then through Sabine Parish, it was 2 to 5 inches of rain. Western Vernon got hit hard, but then it really kind of tamped down as you went further east into Rapides Parish. We were kind of the open spot there, but 1.13 again. These are estimates you can see here, but over like my house, couple tenths, and the rain is still falling, but today it's going to be much more scattered. Let's clear this, go back to the local radar, and put it in motion. Let me take that off. I got all kinds of things I have to think about, don't I? All right, 30 minutes. So maybe you're gonna see some scattered stuff today. This is going to move through probably, I think most of it in the next hour or next several hours, next 3 to 5 hours is when we're gonna really see the scattered stuff, and then we should dry out. This is not gonna be constant all day rain. This is what I was talking about. There's my alarm. Oh my goodness. Whoo! That was nice and loud. I have an emergency alarm for Saturdays if I somehow slept in this late. Make sure I'm not going to miss the time slot. But thunderstorms or showers, I should say, moving on through from southwest to northeast. So nothing too crazy here today. They did add a low-end risk for severe weather just to the south of most of the area. So I'm not too thrilled with that. But still, I don't think it's going to be anything widespread. And no matter what we saw yesterday with the warnings, at least we did not see verification of those tornadoes on the ground locally. There was that one that was at least briefly confirmed up north of Shreveport. So flood watches along I-10 today up to the Florida parishes there. They are going to be seeing the heavier rainfall. And like I said, we have that slight risk for severe weather down there as well. 67 degrees. That is the temperature outside right now. 70 down in Lafayette, 72. In Houma, we have winds from 20 to 30 on the gusts, sustained a little lighter than that. But it is going to be a breezy day with those southerly winds coming in. And then the front's going to come down here on Sunday night, and that's when we have our next chance for severe weather. But I do have some good news on all that, on kind of how the severe threats are stacking up here. A little good news. It's not perfect, but we'll talk about it. Upper 70s, thunderstorms in the forecast for today. Scattered. It's not all day. I know that looks scarier than it is. I should have put a little more sunshine in it, but rain chances today are going to be fairly, I shouldn't say they're going to be low. They're going to be high, but it's going to be scattered. It's going to be a short time that you're getting the rainfall. It's not like you're going to see, 6 hours of your day covered in heavy rain or anything like that. And you can see right there on Futurecast here, just showing the radar. It's scattered stuff. It gets out of here by the afternoon. Overnight is good, so we're not worried about anything there. And then Sunday into Monday morning, that's when the next round comes through. And yes, this doesn't look like much, but this model in the first runs, when it's starting to kind of grab onto things, it's been bad lately. But I did want to show you this for timing. probably after midnight Sunday into Monday morning is when it is. So we're going to have another weirdly timed one like we had last weekend. Fun for everyone. All right, thunderstorms move out by Monday, and that marginal risk for severe weather for today. We have other severe risks to discuss as well, but I'm going to take you through the GFS model, and this is going to actually show us part of the good news here. So scattered showers today. Then we have our round that comes through by Monday morning, Sunday late night, however you want to say that. That gets out of here. The next big system comes up to the north here, and I think this one's going to be pretty significant to our north. But for us down here, I think everything is going to stay to the north for the most part. So that's what we're looking at right now. Everything just kind of stays up there until that front sweeps through at some point, be it Friday or Saturday or something like that. This is good because a couple of days ago it looked more like this was going to be, you know, kind of periods of thunderstorms from late Wednesday through the weekend. So as of now, and this is where I was talking about that time frame where we weren't getting a great handle on things, things are coming into a little bit better agreement. I'm still not totally sold on this, but I'm at least getting more information, and more of that information is coming together in our favor and keeping the worst of things to the north. It's not coming in to your favor, Mom. You guys have a good severe risk up in St. Louis tomorrow. Could be another one of those days. We have a slight risk down here. And when I say slight, that means we could still see some decent severe weather. We could still see some problems. And this is what we have here, a risk for significant hail. So that's 10% risk within 25 miles of a point. I know that some people don't like when I discuss that definition of things, Miss Linda. But that's the definition, and man, do I wish we had a better way to say it. Significant hail. So this is for hail greater than 2 inches in diameter. It looks like the northern part of the area is where we're going to see that best chance for that, and that's, again, going to be late tomorrow night into Monday. So thunderstorms sweep off to the east for Monday. So it's kind of like, do we get these out of here by 6 a.m.? That's when this all cuts off. The new outlook takes shape on Monday morning at 6 a.m. And those thunderstorms should sweep out of here by then. So I think Monday's a good day after we get through the morning. And then the risk for Wednesday has been lifted to the north. So that is the good news also, where I'm talking about how I think this is all going to shove just a little bit further to the north. So some good stuff there for us, at least, that we are going to miss the worst of things out of that. Now, later on into the future, when we get toward the weekend, it's still possible we have a pretty significant issue there, but we'll get to that. It's still far out. So thunderstorms, good chance of them 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches of rainfall through Friday. Again, we have heavier rain to the north. That's where these storms are going to kind of run along that same area. So we have a rain chance every day. Does not mean it's going to rain every day. 80% today. That's because we're already seeing it happening. We kind of know what's going to happen there. That'll decrease throughout the day. You will see plenty of dry time across the area. 83 on Sunday, back into the mid-80s for later in the week, and hopefully we can pull these rain chances back on Wednesday and Thursday, and then by Friday and Saturday, that's where we're going to be keeping an eye on things. Extended forecast, hey, the red's gone. We're going to keep temperatures around where they should be, like 70s, maybe a 80 or 2 in here or there. But the rainfall forecast, we keep that above normal, as it looks like it is going to be busy right on through the middle of the month. And we're going to be here to take care of you and let you know what's going on. All right, so yesterday was a wild day. We had the tornado warnings off and on throughout the day. Again, did not hear any damage reports. Good news there. And we were watching them on the cameras and stuff. Had some interesting skies, but fortunately it was all bark and no bite. But lots of rain out west. Flooding problems through Sabine Parish, where, again, we had a 1/4 inch of rain here in Alexandria. Welcome to weather forecasting. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Have a great Saturday. I'll be back tomorrow. What I probably will do is do a... I don't know, I might just go ahead and do the full morning show since we have a severe threat. Usually I take my wife to her choir practice and stuff at church because we only have one car. So I'll take her to that, come back here, and I have about an hour. So yeah, I can sneak that in, I think. Let's plan on that, and that way we'll have that out there. And then probably an afternoon update as well, because we'll be discussing that threat for severe weather with the potential for at least some hail out of those storms. And all modes are possible, though I don't want to hit that too hard because it's, again not going to be really widespread. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Have a great Saturday. See you tomorrow.
No matter the weather, Alexandria Emergency Hospital is always here for you. Rain or shine, our doors are open 24/7 to provide the care you and your loved ones need fast. Every second counts, and Alexandria Emergency Hospital is here to help you through any storm.